Seen a couple of my homies die up on the block with a and the vultures fly. And I watch for my life to stop. Hard to see in the cold night when it's cold at night. And my soul in ice. Gotta be when I'm holding tight. And I hold the lights, get a poltergeist. But
the 2K Sports pregame show.
Just about ready to get underway here in Game 2 of the first round of the Western Conference Playoffs. 2K Sports brings it to you live once again. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony with Doris Burke reporting on the sidelines. It's the Los Angeles Clippers taking on San Antonio. You look at the Spurs. A successful outing in Game 1 has them right where they want to be with a chance here, guys, to take Game 2 on their home court.
History tells us when you can win the first 2 games of a series, it's not 100% certain, but you give yourself a pretty decisive edge in the series.
Yeah, they'll take control with the win here, no doubt about that. So if you're the road team, it's even more critical to get this first one to survive in the series. Lose 2 in a row, and they'll go home with their backs clearly against the wall.
And the Clippers starting 5. Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan, and it's Bogdanovich in at the 3 spot. Now here's Paul, following the miss by Tony Parker.
Fellas, that's exactly the job the big guy has to do for him. Contest every rebound.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Flush that thing down, young fella.
That is a fierce two-hander.
Maximum force on that dunk.
Here's Bogdanovich. He's covered by Leonard. Picked by Griffin. Over in the corner, Paul buries it from 3-point range. Paul's got 5 now.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Leonard attacking, and the shot is good.
And he's starting to get what he wants here early and often. Nice move.
Clippers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today.
This is not the slam dunk contest. You don't get do-overs. You got to finish the job.
Kicks to Aldridge, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. San Antonio shooting their first free throws of the game right now. That's good from Aldridge. And so LaMarcus Aldridge nails them both.
We're seeing today what makes him one of the best free throw shooters among the league's big men. Beautiful stroke.
Redick is in the corner. Jordan the screen. Green against Redick. He feeds it to Jordan. From 11 feet away, the shot is off. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Their offense came out big in Saturday's game.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at him.
The Spurs have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And so he hits the technical free throw. Here's Parker. Spurs working the ball around now. And Green gets it to go.
Could be the first of a lot of mid-range jumpers that we see from him.
Ball against Parker. top. 5 points in the game, and it's blocked. But they'll get another chance. That's good. Paul's got 7.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Parker dishes to Aldridge. Out to the right wing. Ball against Parker. Aldridge a screen. Parker drives in. That's in, and he found his range. With that one, now 1 for 2.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Here's the teardrop, and it's laid in by Paul. 9 points in the game so far.
That's his 4th straight make right out the chute. He's setting a pretty high standard for himself here.
Just like you draw it up before you come out.
Now here's Parker from 15 feet away. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Well, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And Parker drops them both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Paul against Parker. It's tipped and stolen by Aldridge. And a fast break now for the Spurs. And the basket good. And it's 6 points for Parker.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
Now here's Griffin. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Reddick passes to Paul. Just 4 to shoot. And Parker with the block. And they'll turn it over. Not get off a shot. 24-second violation. We have a chance now to look at the teams that have created the most points off turnovers this season. Number 1, the Spurs. 4th, the Clippers.
You can't understate how these two teams performed in the regular season as far as capitalizing on mistakes. It's a part of who they are and how they score when they win. They've got to continue to play that way if they're going to have success. Here in the postseason.
That's what I call a captivating move there. He absolutely incinerated the D with that one.
And it's Paul penetrating, and it's sent back by Aldridge. That drops. Jordan's got his first 2 points of the night. San Antonio leading by 6. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Kevin, I briefly spoke with Doc Rivers. I asked him how his team's mindset was after that opening loss. He told me, we're not down. Our goal was to come in here and take one of the first 2 on the road. So we're still in a position to accomplish what we set out for. Guys?
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
I think he just sees some things that can be improved and wants to get everybody back on the same page.
And usually that, to me, is a good use of the timeout. I mean, if there's something that he's noticed that can give his team a lift, I think he's got to try to take advantage of that.
Pau Gasol is checked in for San Antonio. Mills comes in for Tony Parker. And stolen by Aldridge. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The pass break chance. Off target. There, that would have pushed the lead to double digits. Pass to Bogdanovich. Takes the 3. Can't get it to go. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Leonard with the ball. He has 7. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the way. Leonard's got 9.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
Here's Bogdanovich. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Good.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Spurs leading by 7. Good-looking screen by Gasol. And Mills gets to Gasol. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander. Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
And watch your take, guys, in the hustle sticks for the Spurs.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Lee's checked in for Aldridge. And it's Ginobili in for Green.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
And the shot is good.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Ginobili against Calderon. Feeds it to Rivers. Teardrop shot. And he sinks the layup. Rivers has got his second basket of the game.
You know, he didn't need to make the layup complicated. I mean, it's not a trick shot contest, but he decided to go for a little extra flavor on that one.
Now, here's Mills. Leonard on the wing, guarded by Crawford. Kicks it out to Leonard. Lee sets a screen for Leonard. That one wide left.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
And slam dunk by Jordan.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand, Jim. You're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
Now here's Leonard. 11 points in the game. The shot no good. Nice D from Crawford. Bargnani a screen on Gasol. That's tipped. Rivers with it. Gasol covering. Now here's Rivers. He's tightly guarded. And here's Mills. Fires from the corner. Hits the front of the rim and out. They play the clock right. They can go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Now here's Rivers, covered by Mills. Rivers dishes to Bargnani. Again, the Clippers.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's Leonard after the basket by Los Angeles. Kicks it out to Ginobili. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Ginobili's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Rivers. Up again, and DeAndre Jordan throws it. Down.
Now that's no run-of-the-mill putback there.
Well, the rebound and then the dunk, one on top of the other.
Yeah, that's what we call.
Here we go, San Antonio. Please give it up.
And DeAndre Jordan not a focal point offensively for this team. But as a defender, he understands he can make a big difference.
I'm not really a big scorer for our team, but that's not my job.
Jordan, a man who knows what his job is, and he likes his job, Clark, and does it very, very well. He is excelling.
Yeah, he is. He may not be the NBA's Defensive Player of the Year, but he is certainly the Clippers' Defensive Player of the Year. Jordan's become a defensive beast, an animal defensively, and really the thing of it is he's still learning and growing. He's going to continue to get better, which is scary.
It's the NBA playoffs. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action here in this game 2. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here. What do you think they've been doing or not doing?
This is almost like a volleyball game when you watch just how many shots they blocked or altered.
Well, how about this? A lot of side outs for them, the way they've swatted shots away. That's a volleyball term, by the way, folks.
Yeah, or handball.
Like or handball.
Either one of the two. They're knocking a lot away.
Yeah.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for San Antonio, Mills and Manu at the guards. Carter is out there with David Lee, and it's Gasol and at the 5 roaming the paint. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
I tell you what, you got to love his aggressiveness finishing inside like that.
Well, his leaping ability, Clark, gives him a great advantage.
And that's why they look to get him the ball around the rim. It's either a dunk or free throws every time.
And Patrick Mills gets that whistle that time. That's his first foul for the Clippers. Bogdanovich is checked in for Crawford. Redick comes in for Jose Calderon. And Paul subbed in for Austin Rivers. Redick against Ginobili. The 3. The shot by Redick, no good. Spurs leading by 12. Carter outside. That falls. Nice feed that time for Manu Ginobili. 6 points for Vince Carter.
And chalk up a few more points for him there. This has been a one-sided game in just about every area.
Absolutely. I echo that sentiment. Their offense, their defense. I mean, it's all been terrific.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. Bargnani's got 5 points so far.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
Here's Ginobili. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And how about a look now at the 2K leaderboard, showcasing the best passers among power forwards and centers during the regular year. Blake Griffin, number 1.
You think of some of the great passing big men over the years, and they are some of the best players ever. I mean, period. I'm sure that's not lost on him.
Certainly not. I mean, it's precisely why he's worked so hard to become the passer he is today. He didn't want to just be a scorer. He wanted to be a complete post player, and he's done it.
And, you know, obviously, there's some things out there he does not like and wants to talk it over.
Well, Greg, you've played, and you envision yourself as a coach as well. So, sometimes you need to make some adjustments.
Green, he's checked in for Manu Ginobili. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And the call will be against Tony Parker. That is his first foul of the game. Picked by Griffin. Griffin sets the screen for Redick. The rebound by the Spurs.
And you really thought that was going to be a gimme, but unable to convert.
Yeah, and a little self-talk, angry self-talk for himself after that miss.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Bargnani, that's good.
Great unspoken communication between teammates, leading to the nice assist and the easy score.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
How about the game for Bargnani? He's got 8 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more.
Redick passes to Bogdanovich. He dishes it to Bargnani. He kicks it to Bogdanovich. 5 to shoot. Redick for 3. Rebound by Parker.
You know, they're not totally dominating the glass, but they're definitely doing enough to keep this lead right where it is.
Yeah, but they've separated themselves, Clark, in a number of categories, rebounds just being one of them.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Picked by Bargnani. Redick against Green. Here's Redick. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change.
A wide open three. They need much better communication defensively.
Parker with a clean look. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
Clearly, they've been the hotter team here in the first half.
Well, they've been grit and grind, working for those high percentage shots, and quite honestly, it's paid off for them.
Parker with the steal. And it's Green missing. Clippers trail by 16. Redick with it. Now Green defending. Bogdanovich, no luck.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one.
And the dunk by Aldridge.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
For Los Angeles, they've gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Now the feed to Bogdanovich. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Parker's running. That one goes. Count it. 10 points for Vince Carter.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc. And boy, are they taking advantage.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
And he clearly doesn't like what's going on out there right now.
Would you? I mean, how could he like what's happening? Really had to take a time out there and try to figure out a way to derail their momentum.
Kawhi Leonard's checked in for the Spurs. Jordan, he's checked in for the Clippers. Here's Paul. 9 points in the game so far. They set the pick. There's the dish to Redick. To halt the run. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
It's Parker with the drive. Aldridge kicks to Leonard. Off target at the rim.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
And the foul called on Daniel Green. That's his first foul.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the stripe.
Jordan the screen. Pass to Redick. Floats one. Green with the block.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Here's the screen. Parker dishes to Dedmon. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. But instead, he'll shoot free throws. And he's got his first free throw of the game. That free throw, no good.
2 shots.
So we can't get either to fall. Clippers trail by 16. Bogdanovich passes to Paul. Dishes it to Bogdanovich. And the wide open shot from Redick. Nailed from three-point land. Redick's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for Los Angeles. Parker drives in, and Griffin sends it back. And it's out of bounds. And they say last touch by Griffin. San Antonio making a switch here. Lee's checked in. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Crawford's checked in. That is good. And that's 13 points for Leonard.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Now Paul. He's got 9. Passes it to Griffin. And it's sent back by Aldridge. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
That's a major mental mistake. I mean, there's no other way for me to describe it. He didn't know where he was on the court. That's a basic fundamental. You have to be alert to where you are.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Jose Calderon, he's checked in for Bogdanovich, and it's Austin Rivers in for Chris Paul. Now here's Rivers. Now the pass to Griffin. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's sent back by Aldridge. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Rivers with it. He's picked up by Lee. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
The kick out to Aldridge. Trying his luck deep. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Outside Leonard. Another shot. No luck. Griffin with some nice D. It's 2-on-1. Here's Rivers. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Rivers has got 6.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
And that one's good. Parker.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Rivers kicks to Crawford. He feeds it to Calderon. Jordan the screen.
2 minutes.
Pass to Crawford from downtown. It's rebounded by Leonard. Spurs leading by 15. 1:46 left to play here in the half. To the paint, up off the screen. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. Jordan's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Rivers. San Antonio with the rebound. Leonard's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Lee, a screen on Rivers. Leonard dishes to Lee. Kicks it to Aldridge. Nails the wide open jump shot. Aldridge has got 4 this quarter.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Clippers trail by 17. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something. You're right. Count the bucket.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. And the Spurs with some changes. Pau Gasol, he's checked in for Aldridge. Ginobili comes in for Daniel Green. And it's Mills in for Parker. Up top, Mills. He's guarded by Rivers. Good-looking screen by Gasol. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. The Spurs have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. There's 49 seconds left in the first half. And Lee with the basket on the assist by Mills. Lee's got his first bucket in this one. Ginobili against Calderon. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
And Mills kicks to Leonard. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. The first free throw is good.
Kawhi Leonard taking 2 shots.
And so he makes both from the line. Clippers trail by 18. Rivers with it. He's got 6. Feeds it to Griffin. He dishes it to Calderon. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. Calderon's got 5 now. Got it up. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And the first half.
Yes, Kevin, here with Doc Rivers. And, Doc, so far in this game, do you feel like the team is struggling getting good looks?
I don't mind the shots. They're good shots for the most part. I would like extra passes every once in a while. But overall, our shots have been not bad. We got to get stops.
Coach, thank you for the time. Gentlemen, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey folks, we hope you've enjoyed the first half. I'm Ernie Johnson. Next to me, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. It's the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. Checking out the Spurs. They're in a perfect position to grab a hold of this series, up 1-0 already, and playing incredible basketball, which has given them a huge lead at halftime. They just couldn't have asked for a better scenario. Kenny, what was your take on San Antonio?
Well, they're making a living at the line, and that's a direct result of being aggressive. They're not just settling for shots that the defense offers them. They're attacking the defense and drawing fouls. That's big-time basketball, and obviously it's led to a big-time lead.
And over to Shaq. Now your take on the Clippers.
Well, they run into a very hot shooting team tonight, fellas. When you combine a hot shooting team with the weak defense they've been playing, you're going to get crushed. I hope coach is coming down hard on them right now because they can't keep giving up so many.
Just about time for the third quarter to get underway, and we'll see you again at the Horn.
And we welcome you back to our coverage of round 1 in the NBA playoffs.
Leonard playing extremely well. 16 points, and he's done his job at the charity. He's gotten 4 of his points from there.
Look at Los Angeles. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan. Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3 spot. Paul against Parker. The feed to Griffin. The 11-footer. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. Leonard's got his 4th rebound in this one.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
6 to shoot. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Leonard's got 18 points.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feeling.
And it's Jordan with the jam.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And here is Parker. He's got 14. Shots good by Dedmon.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Clippers trail by 19. Paul passes to Redick. He kicks to Jordan. Parker against Paul. From outside the arc. The rebound by the Spurs.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face. And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Parker kicks to Aldridge. There's the dish to Dedmon. They set the pick. Aldridge is screening. Leonard attacking, and he gets it to go. Leonard's got 6 points in the quarter.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Los Angeles calls timeout. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
He's definitely rolling offensively. You might not be able to stop him, but you've got to find a way to contain him.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Redick. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Redick's got 12.
A delicious dime from Chris Paul there.
Spurs leading by 19 points. Parker dishes to Leonard. Goes up again. He takes it up and lays it in. Leonard's got 24 points. Clippers trail by 21. Paul outside. Pass to Redick. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. The Spurs have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. But they'll get another chance. Green passes to Parker. And the 3 off target.
It's a clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
And it's Paul penetrating from 12 feet out. That's good on the jump shot. Paul's got 13 points.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Here's Dedmon, guarded by Jordan. Offensive rebound. Here's Leonard. Lays it up and banks it in. Leonard's got 26.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
This is to Redick. Griffin sets the screen for Redick. A three-pointer, no good. San Antonio leading by 21. Back to Parker. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. Pau Gasol's checked in for San Antonio. Carter comes in for Green. And the Clippers with a change here, too. Bargnani's checked in. Los Angeles has gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Here's Bogdanovich. He's covered by Leonard. And they double up Paul. Just 5 on the clock. And so it's San Antonio with it. San Antonio's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Parker. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist. Aldridge has got 4 assists in the game.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
Can they get it? The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Ginobili comes in for Leonard. And it's Mills in for Tony Parker. Paul outside. And it goes as the official calls the foul. I'll count it. He'll shoot 1 more at the free throw line.
When you can make adjustments to the shot in midair and midstream and still knock it down, you know you're flowing.
David Lee checked in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And the call will be against David Lee. That's his first foul. Jose Calderon, he's checked in for the Clippers. Bargnani sets the screen for Calderon. Here's Rivers. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Mills can't hit.
And if they know what's good for him, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball into three-point territory.
And you're right there, Clark, because anything less than lockdown defense on him is going to result in a triple.
Carter at the elbow. Second shot opportunity. Good on the shot. Lee's got his second bucket of the night.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
Bargnani with the ball. He's picked up by Lee. Rivers. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Rivers has got 8 points.
Wow, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
And Mills kicks to Lee. Passes it to Ginobili. Drops in the layup for 2. He has 7.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
Crawford's shot is good.
He's so tough to guard. He can fake you one way and then just spin right by you.
Spurs leading by 20. Mills dishes to Ginobili. To the inside. Shot's good by Mills. Mills has got his second basket.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
It's stolen by Carter. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Carter leading the charge. And it's Manu Ginobili with the finish.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
San Antonio.
San Antonio calls timeout.
And you can tell they're just a little out of sync. I think he just wants to get everybody back on the same page.
Yeah, I like this timeout, Greg. I think it's a good one because it looks like they need a minute to talk things through here.
Bertanis, he's checked in for San Antonio. Anderson comes in for Vince Carter. Griffin's checked in for the Clippers. And the pass to Bertanis from past the arc. Second chance shot. Rebound by the Clippers.
That's what we call good defense in the paint. Worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
And there's the call on Ginobili. That's his first foul. We've got 1:13 left in the third. Now here's Griffin. Tight defense on him. It's blocked.
He's giving them little to nothing at the offensive end. I can't put it any other way.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for San Antonio.
Well, I got to say, one thing that stuck out all game is the consistent penetration they've got.
And also, their second chance points have been a story all night as well. That's just pure effort and hustle.
Bertanis passes to Ginobili. Here's Lee. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan. The first one falls.
Shooting for San Antonio. David.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. Clippers trail by 21. Rivers kicks to Jordan. There's 42 seconds left to play in the third. Now here's Rivers, covered by Mills. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup.
That's a perfect up and under there. That's textbook.
There's the pick. He feeds it to Ginobili. Takes a 3. Blake Griffin pulls it in. Los Angeles has gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. Rivers dishes to Griffin. Pass to Rivers. Back to Griffin. 1 second left. Shot's good. Griffin's got 6 points.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
And welcome back to the NBA playoffs as we get ready to continue with this round 1 matchup. Clippers trail by 17. Mills and Manu at the guards. Then it's Pau Gasol. Then there's Anderson. And it's Bertanis in at the 4 slot. That's the San Antonio 5. Picked by Griffin. Kicks it to Reddick. 6 on the shot clock. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 6 assists here tonight.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Here's Mills. For the 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Jordan's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Feeds to Griffin. It's blocked. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Ginobili kicks to Gasol. Back to Ginobili. Here's Gasol. Battles through traffic and lays it in. And the Spurs lead by 16.
Guys, he's having a ball out there. I mean, we knew going in that he'd have an advantage on the glass, but I didn't think he could be this dominant. What a difference.
Paul passes to Redick. Paul outside. He dishes it to Griffin. Gets a hand on it. Now Mills. Pass to Bertens. Launches a 3. The shot is off. Clippers trail by 16. Bogdanovich dishes to Redick. Kicks it out to Paul. And another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts.
Yeah, one of the few bright spots for his team. I mean, he's had a very efficient offensive performance.
No telling how much larger the lead would be if it wasn't for his shooting. I mean, come on, this guy's kept them in it.
Lets it go from 14. And it's off the back rim. No good. Los Angeles has gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. And Redick kicks to Griffin. No good. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. Now here's Mills. Gasol, a screen on Paul to the right side. Gasol against Jordan. Unloads from 9. Bounces high off the rim and drops. That's now 8 points for Pau Gasol. Paul outside. The feed to Griffin. Good, and Paul gets the assist. 8 points for Blake Griffin.
And a big height advantage right there.
You know, it's tough to bring a big man that far away from the goal, but that might be a mismatch they're willing to live with.
San Antonio calls timeout. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich coaching his team during that last break. He wanted his guys to keep up the intensity, saying, if any of you think this game is over, you're wrong. We've got work to do. I don't want to see any letdown on the defensive end of the floor. Guys, let's watch how it plays out.
That's good.
Well, what a smart pass that time by Aldridge.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Paul passes to Redick. He's looking for Griffin, finds him.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Here's Gasol, and he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Make it 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right, Kevin?
Yeah, that's right. You got it. And he was also safe with that dunk.
No reason not to be.
And guys, as he should be, remove all doubt on that attack.
And Gasol sends it back. Parker with it. He kicks to Aldridge. Outside Leonard. Aldridge a screen. Inside. Parker outside. 5 on the clock. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Parker.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a leave open for a...
And Redick kicks to Jordan. The dish to Paul. From deep three-point range. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound.
He's not exactly striping them from deep. He had 1 3-ball in the first half. Still bagels in the second.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
And the second chance points aren't easy to come back. It's all about effort and hard work, and he has today made it look easy.
Dishes it to Parker. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Pau Gasol. And the Spurs with possession. 17-point game. Parker drives in, and Paul pulls it down.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Bogdanovich dishes the Paul. It's stolen by Green. And oh, here we go with Green. Nobody down. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Lee's checked in for San Antonio. Green against Redick. Outside Griffin to the left wing. Clock at 6. 18 feet out. Uses the glass to drop it in. And it's now 26 points for Chris Paul.
Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
Aldridge sets up the pick now for Parker. And he overdid it there. Too much force. It looked like on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant one there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He'd better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. Here's Leonard. Lee passes to Parker. Back to Lee. And Aldridge, the basket on the assist from David Lee. Lee's got his 6th assist on the night. Here is Paul. Baseline J on the way. It's out of bounds. They are saying it was last touch by Lee. Here's Redick. Paul outside. Here's Bogdanovich. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency, Greg, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
And he can't hit the second.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive, Greg. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
6 to shoot. Passes to Leonard. But 3. And Paul pulls it down. Paul's got his 3rd rebound tonight. And the pass to Redick. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I'm about as shocked as you are, Clark.
Green kicks to Parker. Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation. And the technical free throw is good.
Simmons.
Pass to Mills. Puts up a three. And it's Griffin with the rebound. Griffin's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Paul kicks to Jordan. Redick for 3. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Redick's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Clippers. Here's Simmons. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And so he hits the technical free throw. The Spurs making a switch here. Dedmon's checked in. Here's Bertanis. Sinks the triple. 1:36 left in the fourth quarter. And here is Paul. Rebound, San Antonio. Dedmon's got his 3rd rebound tonight.
And guys, that's going to wrap it up. Fans are piling out the exits. Obviously a huge win here in game 2 for the Spurs.
They had a fantastic play from the bench.
Yeah, they did. Their depth is really one of their greatest attributes.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Leonard. There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Check out the game for Blake Griffin. He's got 10 points, and also those active hands of his have led to a pair of steals.
He can just change a game with his defense, and he's thrown off their rhythm completely the last several possessions.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Bargnani is checked in for Jordan. Johnson comes in for Bogdanovich. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And it's Calderon in for Paul. Here's Simmons, and again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Didn't take their time in wrapping this game up. They came out with a sense of urgency.
Nice ending spurt to polish it off. Once they had him on the ropes, they started throwing haymakers at him.
The whole knockout blow. The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the quality of that three-point shot attempt right there, going at it the way they did, but it all worked out for them.
Shot clock at 6. And it's out of bounds to the Spurs as San Antonio retains possession. Goes up off the inbound, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off his shot. 24-second violation.
Clippers ball.
Now Calderon. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. And this win puts them squarely in the driver's seat in this series. Up now, Greg, 2-zip with all the momentum on their side.
I mean, in fantastic shape right now. If they can capitalize on this victory and win game 3.
Well, Tony, congratulations.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Kawhi Leonard. He had a tremendous first half, and that clearly inspired the whole team after halftime. Gave him a big lift.
Well, the players are where you're really tested. His performance tonight was an example of the kinds of performances you got to string together to win championships. I like his attitude.
And that will wrap up this round 1 broadcast of the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. For Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson, and we'll see you again.